guys, Roger here, QVO Tactical. We are out in the Vegas desert, 112 degrees, but we are burning it down. Full pun intended. With the new Sig P365 Fuse, the longest 365 offering that Sig has produced. Out here having fun with it, but without further ado, let's get into it. Now before we get started, guys, in the interest of full transparency, I always like to tell you how we go about getting products here on the channel. We did pick this up from our friends over at Ventura Munitions. I purchased it locally here in Vegas. We happened to be in the shop the other day. Mikey told me he had some of these in stock, so I bought one. Mikey is a supporter of the channel. Ventura Munitions and his team, they support the channel greatly, and we appreciate it. So they did hook me up with an industry discount, so please keep that in mind as you watch the video. However, this gun wasn't sent to us as a media or content gun from Sig. We just happened to purchase it here locally. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the first rounds. All right, guys, we are out here in the Las Vegas desert. It is a cool 112 degrees out. But yeah, we're gonna get our first rounds with the new Sig P365 Fuse. What's cool about this specific variant, if you purchase it, it comes with two 21-round magazines and one 17-rounder. So Marco and I decided for our first rounds, we're gonna load this bad boy up, full 21 rounds. It was a little stiff getting that last round in there, but didn't have to use the loader or anything. I was able to do it with my thumbs, but just know that. But yeah, I wanna see if these mags, function with no issues and lock back and everything. So full 21, here we go. So right there, I think I got failure to what, extract? Nope, failure to feed. So these are stiff springs, guys, just know that. So I might need a little bit of break-in, but I got 2 rounds and the third one was failure to feed. Gun's all lubed up and everything like that, so it's nothing to do with that. There we go, let's see. There we go, another failure to feed it looks like. Yep. So I'm betting it's going to take probably a couple hundred rounds before these springs. 50 to 100. Here we go. Another failure to feed. It's like every other round now. Look at that. So, it's not like the 21-round mags, man. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Right there, just dropping the slide. Doesn't even want to go. Man. Let's see if it goes now. There we go. I'm gonna, after this mag, there we go. Got locked back at least. So I'd say what, half or a little more than half?
Probably about half.
So
maybe 60-70%.
I'll grab a 17-round mag here after Marco does his 21 rounds and see if we have the same issues. But everything as far as, I was so focused on the mag functioning, I didn't really pay attention to, I didn't notice anything crazy with the recoil or anything. Honestly, it feels like shooting, the X Macro, the TAC Ops version. So we'll test out with this longer 4.3-inch barrel, I think. We'll test out some velocity and stuff. I brought the chronograph out here in an AXG Legion P365. That way we can test the difference between that shorter barrel with the comp slide setup. But I mean, yeah, feels good. I'll have Marco do his and we'll see from there. Now, somebody mentioned in a previous video that they'd like to see the individual groupings between the shooters. So for my 21 rounds right here, looks like I got 2 Charlie. This one's kind of a line breaker, but I'll call it Charlie. So 19 and 2021. So that way you guys can see I got 2 out. Marco will shoot his now and see how he does. All right, we got Marco up. You got the other 21 round mag. Let's see if you have better luck.
Same deal. Stippling feels really good. Ah. Oh, that one's in there. Same thing. Getting smoother, feels like
a little better luck. I'd say you got like 1/3 of your mag.
A little more. The stippling feels really good from the factory there, we'll say. The gun shoots like pretty much like a macro, but slightly better. You can feel it kind of smoothing out just a tad better. Dot's actually pretty nice too, surprisingly. So
let's go take a look at your hits. Definitely a good grouping, just a little left, but we haven't zeroed this thing either yet, so we'll get it zeroed up. I'm gonna shoot, like I said, we'll do this again now, but with the 17 round mag, and see if we get better results with cycling.
Yeah, find out.
Now let's try the full 17 round Sig X macro mag. Nice little birthday bump right there. I'll aim for the head box. We have a different grouping here. Yep, same issue there. So like you were saying, it's getting smoother. So it might just be the break-in period. Maybe not, man. It's gonna be a short range day if we can't get this thing cycling. Man. Alright, just leave that one out of there then. What do you think? Maybe the feed ramp?
But that's, you can feel it like hitch, see?
Yeah, right there. Whoop! There we go. So what, 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3, then 4. Alright, let's have you try. Kept everything in the head, most of it's in. Let's just go look. Looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the old school Bravo target.
Throwback.
But I just, it comes with the Romeo X optic, guys, and I just slave the dot to the irons, and that's the kind of grouping I'm getting at 10 yards. So I'll definitely get a proper zero, and I do want to see how this thing groups at 25. But right now I'm going to have Marco do the same thing, see if he can get a mag to go through, and then I'm going to run, you know, maybe 100 more rounds through it. I want to get it broken in before we start doing drills and stuff so we don't have any issues.
This is mag number 4, I believe. Smooth that time. Let's see. Ah. There we go. Good.
All right, that's better. Only 2.
Yep.
All right, let's run a couple more mags through, get it broken in.
Break that bad boy in.
So guys, we are 76 rounds in, and we've been shooting the SuperVel 115 grain certified select. So it's the reman ammo, the stuff I typically use here on the range. I know some people in the comment section are gonna be like, hey, use some factory new and you won't have those issues. So I grabbed some 115 grain MagTech factory new, brand new, bought it from our friends over at Ventura Munitions, loaded up the 21 round mag, and let's see if we get any better cycling here. There we go. Here's another one. There's another one. It's 3, 4. What are we at? 6 or 7 now? 7. So halfway through the mag, and it's definitely not an ammo issue, guys. It's looking like the feed ramp, but again, I want to get a couple 100 rounds, see if that breaks it in. Well, at least this gun's California compliant, single shot. There we go. All right, and lock back. So just want to do this, that way, you know, guys, we like running a bunch of SuperVel stuff, but I know some people get a little weary about, you know, certified select or remanufactured ammo, but it's not that. I think it's just a break-in period with the gun. We'll look at the barrel here in a second, but I don't know, the feed ramp looks, what, a little steep?
Yeah, it feels a little like it's hitching. You feel when it feeds.
Yeah, like right when it hits there, you can feel in the gun that yeah, that's where the hiccup is. So run, what is that? 21 rounds more, so 76, 97 rounds through the gun right now. So let's get another 100 through. It should break in. It is getting smoother though. So, but yeah, let's shoot some more. Hey, there we go, man. So Marco just ran 17 rounds right after I shot just under 100, yep. And it cycled just fine, you know, doing a mag dump. So I'm gonna have him do it again here. SuperVel 115 certified select reman, and yeah, go for it. Ah, we got one.
Of course.
There you go. So it's breaking in.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like pitching.
Now we are 131 rounds in, and we're gonna run another 21 round mag with some SuperVel. Here we go. Man, it's not like this 21 round mag. I'm just used to it now. Alright, so the fact that it starts cycling fine once you get through the top, or the bottom half of the mag, I should say, it's definitely going to be spring tension on this mixed with that feed ramp. The other thing that Marco and I are noticing, this thing is like stupid hot. Like, it burns your skin to the touch on the slide. I can feel it coming into the frame, and even on the trigger now, the trigger's hot. So that's definitely weird because I don't have those issues with my other Sig 365. So we'll keep monitoring that as we shoot more. But I'm thinking for the 21 round mags, it's probably going to need a lot more. But 17 rounds, we should be good to go. Let's load up a couple of those. So 152 rounds in now. I'm going to load up a 17 rounder here and see how it's doing. Here we go. Man, it is not liking it. Alright, let's keep going. Now we are 168 rounds in. Let's see. Got through 9. There we go. So one jam up there. But man, this thing is hot. Like, the trigger's hot to the touch. Like, it's like suppressor hot. I got some water here. I'm just curious. Like, that's straight up sizzling like a suppressor. I know it's hot out, but most of the time my handguns aren't doing like suppressor hot stuff. Like, this thing literally like burning my finger while running the trigger. Yeah. So.
The slide stop burns.
Yeah, the slide stop. Marco went to hit it and was like, holy cow. So, not good.
Yeah, we'll see you today, guys.
Alright, 185 rounds in. Just got done relubing the gun since we poured some water on it, so we're all good there. Another 17 round mag in there. Let's see, here we go. Ah! Every time I think we're going to get all the way through. There we go. So only one again. Let's run a couple more. It's a little warm. It's about where it should be. So that puts us, what, 185 plus 17, 202. All right, let's keep going. There we go. All right, guys, so 200 rounds in. What, 202 plus 17, 219. Let's see. Still another one. Another one. So what, 219 plus 17 is 236, I believe. Now it's back to that, it's super hot again already. So 236 rounds. Ah, man, like just touching the side, it burns the shit out of your hand. There we go. All right, so 236 plus 17 puts us just over, what, 250-ish? So 46, 17, 253. Yeah, 253 rounds. And it looks like it is smoothing out, and we're going to be good to go to run some drills and stuff. But just know, guys, like, the slide gets super hot, and that transfers over to the trigger and the slide stop. But I wonder if we swap out, I mean, shouldn't matter with the grip module.
Yeah, never know.
But I brought a couple others, we'll try.
Yeah.
Now we're going to run some build drills, guys, from concealment using the QVO Tactical IWB more discreet holster. As you guys can see here, it is wrapped in the Rhodesian fabric overlay to match my Rhodesian fabric UPF hoodie. For those of you in the comment section like, hey, it's 112 out, why are you wearing a hoodie? Guys, these are UPF sun hoodies. It's actually super light material, keeps the sun off you, and actually keeps you cool. So if you want one, pick them up on our website, qvotactical.com, and get yourself a matching holster. All right, enough with my shameless plug. Now let's run some build drills. We're about almost 10 yards out. some C-zone steel, and let's see how we do from concealment. Also running the new Shooters Global shot timer here, and much louder. I have this at 25% volume, and it is super loud, but here we go. Stand by. I felt good. One cool thing about the holster, it covers the entire slide, so that heat, I'm gonna feel the warmth through the holster, but it's not gonna actually hit my skin. And it also, I have a high sweat guard, so it covers the back of the slide as well. Got a 248, first shot was a 147, best split was an 18 though, so definitely need to get that draw time down, but let's run a couple more. Threw one round over his right shoulder, my left, for a 224, and first shot was a 129, best split was a 16. That felt really good. Took a hesitation to get that dot lined up. 213 though, best was a 17 and the draw was a 119. I'm gonna go one more, try to get as close to 2 or sub 2 as I can. All right, last round, here we go. I threw 2, one low and one high. I got a 210, best was a 16, but I threw 2 rounds. But yeah, I'll take the clean runs at, you know, the sub 2.2. That's good for me on concealment stuff. I'm sure with a little more reps, I could probably get down to sub 2. But I will say the trigger feels a little nicer. Marco will do a trigger breakdown for you guys here in a little bit when the trigger cools down. But the trigger feels nicer than your standard like X-Macro 365 trigger.
So Marco here with the trigger breakdown for the Fuse. Let's find the wall. So nice and easy. Good take. That's actually really smooth right there to the take up to the wall right there. Let's find the break. Good break, about 3 pounds. Resets, nice, predictable. The good thing with this trigger, it feels like it's already like a broken in trigger, so it's kind of nice. The more you shoot the guns, the more they break in. This feels like it's pretty broken in out of the factory. It's nice and clean on the take up and reset as well. So there is no hitching. It's smooth all the way through. This thing is freaking sweet, guys. Highly recommend.
Now, you guys all know I'm a fan of all metal guns, so switching out to a full metal Icarus Ace Macro grip module, one of my favorite grip modules for this platform. Another really cool thing about the 365 platform is that it's very modular, so you guys can interchange grip modules, slides, barrels, all that stuff by just popping out the FCU and throwing it something else. So let's try this one first. Again, Icarus Ace Macro with the 365 Fuse setup. Woo! So that feels good. And now it's weird. It's only one mag, but I don't feel as much heat on the slide stop. And this is right after Marco did the trigger breakdown. But I'm gonna have Marco try it, see what he thinks. All right, Marco, give it a whirl, bud.
Icarus. Feels a lot better with that grip module. It just, Icarus makes a solid product, so I think it just stays in your hand a lot better, especially that rear hump.
But wait, there's more. I got another grip module I want us to try.
Yes, we do.
Now for my other favorite metal grip module. This is the Mischief Machine Commander 365 grip module. This just gives it like, I don't know, like old school, like 226 from Sig, or almost like the straight angles of like a 1911, 2011. But definitely aesthetically pleasing. And if you're somebody that likes like a super slim grip and no frills, no palm swells, you can put a palm swell if you want. But if you're somebody who just wants, you know, that straight stick grab, that's what that feels like. Here we go. And yeah, after Marco shot, the slide got hot as crap. I could definitely notice the difference in weight though. Like the Mischief Machine grip module is much beefier, so you can definitely, I can feel like a little less in the recoil. Woo! Marco, you give this thing a whirl. I think felt-wise you might like this better. It's a little heavier.
Oh yeah. More weight means less recoil and get more horsepower. Feels way better. Yeah, significantly. Keep it on target way easier.
So let's just address this now, because I know people are going to be asking us, like, hey, which one would you take, the Icarus Ace Macro or the Mischief Machine? Kind of depends, guys. Like, In terms of comfort, my Icarus Ace Macro, that's what I actually daily carry, so I'd probably take that one over it. It just feels much better in my hand, like all the palm swells and the way that grip module is machined. I was about to say molded, but it's actually machined. It just kind of fits my hand perfectly. This does feel really good in the hand, and I will say that shootability-wise, though, this thing,
it's a shooter.
It's like when you're shooting them such side by side like we just did, it's a noticeable difference in my opinion.
Yeah. The dot will stay like more lower slightly on in the window.
Let us know down below in the comment section though if you have experience with either grip module or just based off looks, which would you take, the Icarus Ace Macro on this setup or the Mischief Machine Commander? And then on top of that, would you just stay with the one that it comes with, that Stippled X Macro grip? Back here at 25 yards, guys, I'm going to shoot a grouping for you and see how we do. I always like to shoot groups from 25 yards out with the different handguns we're doing on the channel so we can see what accuracy is looking like from the factory. Shooting some SuperVel 115 Certified Select. More on them in just a little bit. Phone's recording downrange. With our 10-yard zero, we got a super solid group. I think like 10 or 15 rounds, as you can see here, through the same hole almost. So I'm pretty hopeful to see how this group comes out at 25. I'll be holding center of the bullseye, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Here we go. Romeo X Optic. And 5. Let's go take a look. Downrange at the target now, guys, and I'm going to say it's a decent grouping. I'm very happy with that grouping. I'll explain to you guys why. When we go to zero handguns at 25 yards with just a red dot, not an easy thing for me, even bench rested guys. If you're somebody that gets super accurate shots, like, hey, kudos to you. I've just found that with most handgun platforms that are just like stock production guns, I don't see like incredible, amazing accuracy.
No.
Now, when it comes to like, you know, more like, I guess less production guns, like some staccato stuff, I'll see, you know, really good groupings with. Now you go to your Atlases and your what's the stuff that you and TJ used to shoot?
Terran guns, your
Terran guns, but you
limb cats.
Yeah, your limb cat
they're
stuff.
Like one, like in a little tiny.
Well, we're talking about, you know, guns that are $5, $6, $7, almost $10,000.
$10,000 each.
So you should be getting that. But anyway, my point being, guys, this, when it comes to us on the channel here, like, this is difficult for us to do, so I'm happy to see not only are they all in this 6-inch circle, but I'd say these two are our furthest round, and we're just past 2 1/4, so 2 5/16 is our grouping. I am definitely happy with that. Marco, what do you think for a production SIG gun?
Pretty good. Like, that's what you want to see, essentially, out of those. That's what you're predictable.
So, and we did this with 115 remanufactured, guys, and SuperVel is putting out some awesome stuff. If you're not familiar with SuperVel, guys, let me plug them real quick because they're an awesome, you know, supporter of the channel. They're an ammunition company here in Las Vegas, guys. They've been pumping ammo out of here for a number of years, and when I talk about pumping out ammo, they are cranking out numbers, guys. We're talking over 200,000 rounds of 9mm produced daily out of their factory. The 115 stuff we're using today, they have it both factory new or their certified select, which is the remanufactured ammo, save a little bit on your wallet. But they also have their 124s, their Hush Puppy 147 signature line, which is great subsonic ammo for suppressed shooting. Marco actually rocks their 100 grain PCC. He's got some awesome velocity out of that for his matches. And they also make 223, 556 stuff that you've seen in our AK video, the recent Crink video we did, as well as some other AR videos that we've done. It's really awesome. But big thanks to SuperVel, and I'm definitely happy to be getting this type of grouping, you know, at 25 yards with just a red dot on a handgun.
Hey guys, Marco here. We're going to see what kind of splits we can get with this factory trigger. Like I said earlier, it's already felt like it was pre-broken in. It's kind of nice and smooth already, so that was kind of convenient rather than shooting the gun so much. But we'll find out.
All right, here we go. Stand by.
What are those looking like?
You got 16s in there.
Right.
16 was your best.
Yeah. Let it go.
You got more. 2 17s as well.
Got it.
We'll go again?
Yeah. Let's try this.
Stand by.
Felt better that time.
You got a 15 in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 3 15s.
Nice. That's
so you had 18, 15, 15, 15.
Like consistently. Once you shoot it more, you get used to it. That's probably my like safe limit for controlling the shot still on target at this distance. 15 is a good split. It's not bad. It's super predictable. Like, it's smooth. There's no like hitching or anything. It's no grittiness. It's kind of nice. So
Perfect.
Not bad at the factory.
One thing I wanted to make sure we did out here on the range, guys, was chronograph this gun compared against like just the X macro, but we have the AXG Legion variant. That way we could see what the difference is with the extra 4.3-inch barrel that we have here. So that little bit of extra added length. I want to see what velocity is looking like. So again, shooting the SuperVel 115 certified select. Go ahead, Marco.
1,147. 1,146. 1,141. 1,136. 1,131.
All right, so the average of those 5 shots was 1,140 feet per second. So now we'll shoot the AXG Legion, which has the, I believe it's a, what, 3.7-inch barrel, and we'll see how it does. All right, now for the 365 AXG Legion with a shorter barrel, go for it.
1,042. 1,038. 799.
That was a redo, go ahead.
1,059. 1,043.
Go ahead, one more.
1,065.
So I'm going to delete that one outlier. Now we'll look at the averages here. And 1049. So that's awesome. That's 91 more feet per second with a 4.3 inch. That's interesting though, because remember we shot the Flux Raider 365?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't. Landon came with us. We got 7 feet per second difference with a 6-inch barrel.
Huh.
So with going with this 4.3-inch barrel, same ammunition and same comparison, because we compared it against the AXG Legion, you're getting, you know, 91 more feet per second. Is that right? 1140. Let's see, 1140 minus 1049. Yeah, 91 feet per second. So, guys, if you're picking up a 365 Fuse, we got an average of 91 feet per second more with that longer 4.3-inch barrel.
That's impressive. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Last thing we wanted to do, guys, before we hopped off the range, we left these 21-round mags fully loaded, up to 21 rounds. Had them sit back here on the truck the entire, what are we at? Now here's the 11s too, so what? Noon, 3 hours, 3.5 hours we've been out here. So hopefully that kind of like broke in the springs a little bit. But I just want to mag dump it here in the shade with our air conditioning out here in the desert. And Marco and I are going to both take a mag, see how it does, see if it functions all the way through, and see if the whole break-in period is done with it. Here we go. 1 jam, 2 jam. Yeah. Jam. So 3 or 4. I will say this, like, we're 25 yards out where we did the zeroing from, and I'm shooting, pan down there for me real quick. That little target, go ahead and zoom in, that little target's only 8 inches wide, and I think I got every single hit but like 2. So I'm pretty pumped on that.
Yeah.
I'm really digging this Romeo X optic. I'll talk about it at the end. But I'm going to have Marco shoot his 20-round mag and see how it does now. But it didn't like mine.
Try it again. Ah, there's 1. 2.
Yeah, yours did better.
Yeah, it did better.
So I'm liking that they are offering these. I mean, obviously we want them to work, but I'd say, guys, load these up if you purchase this gun, load these up, let them sit for like a week.
Yeah, at least.
It's just too much spring tension. It's pushing up, and it's causing that because everything else we've been running with a 17-round mags. Actually, let's grab it. Let me grab one for you. There you go, fully loaded 17-round mag, and just mag dump that now from here. Oh, you got one.
I got one. Son of a gun.
Let me see.
Try it.
I want to try now.
Yeah. Hasn't happened a lot with that mag.
Woo! But see, like right here, this slide stop, the takedown lever, all of that is like super hot to the touch to where, I'm not kidding, like you're burning your hand on it. So like right now I'm pulling my grip away from it so that it doesn't burn. Still getting my hits though. But yeah, that is hot. Like you're almost gonna have to like bring the grip down. got through a full one there. So 17 rounders, I'd say you're okay with. Definitely needs a break-in period. We didn't start seeing like decent reliability till like 256 rounds. You know, that whole breakdown we did in the very beginning. So if you get this and you're finding yourself getting failure to feeds, just know that we got through about 256 rounds before we started getting reliability with the cycling of the magazines, the 17-round mag. Still don't have reliability you want with the 21 rounders. Something I want to record for you guys real quick. We're using the iPhone because actually at 112 degrees my actual camera is overheating. But just want to try the 21 round mags in my carry gun, which is an Icarus Ace Macro grip module plus the FDES slide. So very similar in size to what we just filmed on the Fuse. And then Mark was also going to try it in the AXG Legion. And let's see if it's a mag issue or the gun issue. So I'll dump mine first, Marco.
Yep,
It is not a mag issue, guys. It was the gun issue. So maybe ours is a one of one thing. Interesting.
Yeah.
So like the title of the video says, guys, it is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Our final thoughts. Marco, start off, bud.
Yep. Right off the bat, good. I like the trigger right off the bat. Probably the best 365 trigger I've felt out of the box for any of the models. Like, hands down. Like, it was no gritty, nice and smooth with whatever coating they put on that. Stippling, pretty aggressive, but not aggressive enough to wear down your skin. Pretty nice on that end. I would not carry the full size personally because I don't really like the long slide. It shoots almost like my macro, so I don't really need that longer slide. Otherwise, we did have a break-in period as a con. Like, it was 250 rounds before it was even
256 exact before we started getting reliability out of only the 17 round mags, not the 21 rounds.
That's right. The 21 round mags were still not working out for us. We did testing with other guns. We'll expand on that later. Otherwise, that's on my end. It's not a bad gun at all, just not for me. Put it that way.
Kind of mimicking what he said, the good for me, trigger is awesome. It does feel like a really broken in trigger already. I like that when we chronographed this, we actually got 91 feet per second more with the 4.3 inch barrel versus, I want to say it's a 3.7 in the X Macro size. Somebody correct me down below in the comments if it's a different length. But with this barrel, I was impressed to see that it got almost 100 feet per second more in velocity. I do like the deep serrations and everything on the slide. However, this gun got so damn hot, guys. I've never had a gun heat up like this on us on the range before. Like it transferred over to every other metal component. The trigger, the slide stop. Marco grabbed this and was like, "Yo, what the hell?" And then like the serrations are great, but you know, if you shoot a couple mags through it, you're not going to be able to grab that without a glove. And it transferred everything, like I said, all the different components. Like the light was getting super hot, the optic was getting super hot. So something that I'm not liking, I'm not sure what is going on that the gun would heat up so much. I've never had a gun get like suppressor hot on me is what I would define it. Like I poured some water and it started sizzling. So that's kind of new to me. You know, I know it's super hot out here in the desert, but we've been putting this gun back in an ice cooler. We've been putting it back under the shade, you know, doing everything to keep it, you know, from being exposed to the sun, and it got super hot. Me personally, the grip module, I much prefer the X Macro, Ace X Macro Icarus grip module, or this one with the Mischief Machine Commander. The weight on that grip module made this thing feel like a completely different shooting gun. The grip angle and everything, but you could notice a much different recoil. It was much less shooting with that Mischief Machine grip module. So, and I like full metal guns. That's just me. Like right now, I rock an Icarus grip module with an XXL slide from FDES. And that's actually about the same size as this. I think it's like a 1/16 of an inch shorter. So for me personally, Marco doesn't like the length, but I do. I'm already actually running this setup, so I like it. I'm liking that you're getting 100 feet 100 feet per second more velocity-wise. So the optic, I think Sig did a great job with this. With the optic, the gun, and these 3 mags, including the 2 21 rounders, which unfortunately aren't working for us with this gun, you get the package deal for $999. So I'm curious, you guys out there, did you guys have a break-in period? We had to go through 256 rounds before we started getting reliability with 17-round mags. We never got full reliability with a 21-round mag, and Marco was like, hey, let's shoot the other guns with it. So we shot my carry gun, which is that Icarus Ace build. Then we also shot the Sig P365 AXG Legion, and they both mag dumped these with no problem. So thought it was a mag issue in the spring tension. It's not. It's a combination of this mag in this gun specifically. So if anybody else out there has had similar issues, please comment down below. Maybe we got a lemon.
Yeah, maybe.
You
Just
know,
size of 1, so I mean, what are you going to do? So.
But yeah, I mean, I still think that if you get a functioning, like fully out of the box, everything's working, I think $9.99 is a good price for the package deal. I don't know if they offer, their light's the Foxtrot, right?
Yeah.
So I know I've seen some people rocking that light. I don't know if that's part of a different package deal. But if you're looking for this, I know Mikey over Ventura's got a few of them in stock, so definitely hit them up. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see this slide setup on maybe a Mischief machine or my Icarus for an EDC thing. But until I get reliability, you know, out of these magazines, I'm going to stick with my FDES, being, you know, 100% honest. But I do like it. I just want better reliability and better function.
I want it to work, pretty much.
I was stoked with the grouping that we got. 25 yards with just a handgun red dot isn't easy for me, so I was awesome to see that grouping. And, you know, but again, that break and parry just sucked.
Yeah, that's most people. 250 rounds is a lot of rounds for most people. For us, that's like an hour of warm up.
Guys, we're almost at 800 rounds.
Yeah.
We're just above, like, we're between 750 and 800 from everything that we shot, and like it can't get any more broken in than that.
Yeah, that's.
And we kept it lubed up the whole time, so. You know, I always like to bring you guys full, you know, transparent videos. That was, you know, our experience with this one that we purchased from a local store. So, you know, let us know what you think down below in the comment section. We appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please let us know. We can include those in future videos. But Marco, I appreciate you coming out here. I know it's hot as hell out here. And we appreciate you guys watching. For you guys that are subscribed, I just want to say real quick, thank you for the support. You know, I never thought we'd get past 100K. And everybody that's, you know, been hitting us up with so much positive comments and stuff, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, do that awesomeness, and we'll see you in the next one.